Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been warned that once you're in exile, you stay in exile after their momentous decision to step down from the royal family in 2020. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are currently in Germany to support the latest installment of Prince Harry's influential Invictus Games, a series of sporting events that are competed in by wounded, injured and sick servicemen and women, both serving and veterans. The couple have endured a difficult spell after quitting the royal family 3 years ago, including recently when they saw their Archewell audio podcast Archetypes brutally axed after one series on Spotify. Their much-hyped Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan, also failed to garner the Emmy success it had craved, losing out on even a nomination when the award listings were announced. Meghan and Harry have a lot more independence now honeymoon period is over. Latest, it has led some insiders to speculate that a return to the front line of the royal family could be on the cards for the couple, but Harry's no clear route back. Author Tom Quinn, writer of books such as Scandals of the Royal Palaces, an intimate memoir of royals behaving badly, likened any potential return to that of Edward VIII, who was famously sidelined from any royal duties after opting to quit as monarch back in 1936. Since Harry's self-imposed exile to the US, he and Edward's fate have continually been compared, with both marrying divorced American socialites and being removed from public life. Mr. Quinn said, "They want to be royals on Meghan's terms largely. Don't miss. Meghan tipped to write her own tell-all memoir, and it will be money spinner." Latest, Meghan Markle spotted without her engagement ring again. Latest, Meghan Markle killing it at Invictus Games in striking all-black look. Latest, he continued, "And you can't do that, can you? You just can't. Even Edward VIII, who had been king, couldn't do it. They just weren't going to allow it. Because once you go into exile, you stay in exile. Not just because you've traveled to a different country, but in every sense emotionally. A split from the family physically. Edward's fate was decided upon by his brother, King George VI, who replaced his older brother on the throne after he decided to marry Wallis Simpson. The similarities between the two extend way beyond just who they decided to marry and leave the firm, as Edward, like Harry, released his own memoir. Andrew Loney, who penned the 2021 book Traitor King, The Scandalous Exile of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, also reflected on these similarities for a piece in the New York Times. He wrote, "In 1936, he withdrew from royal duties to live abroad, but he never quite reconciled himself to his loss of status, and the ensuing years were to be marked by a series of disputes with his family." The author added, "The first dispute was over security, which Buckingham Palace felt the Duke of Windsor should pay for himself. Despite the squabbling, he ultimately enjoyed police protection until his death, a privilege only accorded to the Sussexes when in Britain. The second was over finances. Like Prince Harry, the Duke of Windsor had inherited considerable wealth, as well as savings made from the Duchy of Cornwall estates, but it did not stop him complaining, like Harry, that he had been cut off financially. Both issues contributed to a breakdown of trust and lingering tensions and suspicions, with both the Duke and Harry complaining of poor parenting, fallouts between siblings and sisters-in-law. King George VI's wife Elizabeth could only refer to Wallis as that woman, and accusations that the rogue royal was trying to upstage the dutiful one.